You must be Giovanni with the Business Logistics Center.
Yes, sir. Hello, Mr. Malone. I'm glad to be here. How are you today?
I'm good. How have you been?
It was great. I'm fine. How was your trip here?
It was great. It was my first time really on a flight. I enjoyed it, but it was nice to see the scenery and get here.
Good. Yes, yes. I love my city. So do you like it to go by Will or Willie?
Well, my birth certificate says William, but I prefer to go by Willie.
Okay.
Okay.
So before the interview starts, do you have any questions for me?
Well, before we start, I'd like to ask you a few questions about you and your logistics company. Well, I graduated from Tuskegee recently, and I'm interested in like what companies do y'all work with when y'all do logistics, and how deeply involved are y'all in logistics? Like, I'm just really getting in the field, and I want to know, like, you say you're this company that does a lot of deep logistics schemes, and I want to know, like, where could I fit in your company?
We are product development, so we go with different companies and we help them get their items in stores across the country and across the nation. So we're working with different several brands.
Oh, okay, all right. I was just interested. And you've been around for how long again? When I read in your profile, it's like 10 to 15 years. Is that correct?
Yeah, we've been in business about 15 years. It was a family-owned business.
Really?
Yes. We've grown to 10 million sales a year.
I hear that your owner is from Mobile. I was born and raised in Mobile.
Oh, that's great. What high school did you go to?
I went to McGill Tooling.
They did it too. That's awesome right there.
This is really a small world.
Small world. So, go Jackets. Tell me why you choose to be in sales and marketing major.
Well, I'm not exactly a sales and marketing major. I'm a logistics major. But sometimes I work in sales and marketing because I like to, with anything, you like to grow and create wealth within your company. So with sales and marketing, you can always grow within, even if you are logistics, you can sell logistics products or logistic services to other companies. So that's why I work with sales and marketing, but I'm actually a logistics supply chain major.
Okay, what do you think makes you a good logistics supply chain manager?
I think it's my I think well under tight windows and creative situations, and I'm very creative. So I come up with a lot of solutions, and with me being able to come up with a lot of solutions, it helps me work out a lot of issues. And in supply chain logistics, you're dealing with a lot of different customers and a lot of different suppliers and retailers. So in order for you to be successful, you have to know how to handle those situations, and I feel like I do that very well.
What are your strengths and weaknesses?
My strengths, I'm a people person. I love people. I love to communicate. I love to talk to people. I communicate well. I have a nice image. I present myself well. I handle a lot of pressure. My weakness, I'm a procrastinator, but I'm working on that. It's just, it's an issue. I kind of, I've been so good at the things I do that I kind of push it off to a point and then work on it last minute. But I've been working on fixing my time. Therefore, I'm able to stretch it out and do it on a timely basis so I can put my all into it.
And how do you see yourself working with different people with different personalities? How well do you work with that?
Different people with different personalities.
What can you bring to the table?
Well, I love people. People, they rule the world. If you don't know how to really interact with people, you won't make it anywhere. And when you interact with a lot of people, you create connections and open doors. See, recently I was at a dinner with, I wouldn't say elder, but they were mature and they were established business people. Mm-hmm. My mom made me go to a dinner, and I had to sit down, and I would consider this a very difficult situation, being that I am a college student. I'm so used to dealing with college students. And I sat down at this dinner, and everybody at the table, they went around the table and everybody introduced themselves and they described what they do. And it came around to me. And when it got to me, I had described myself in a very difficult situation. And I had to interact with those people. I had to talk with those people. I had to introduce myself. I had to explain what I wanted to do. And I felt like I did a good job with it.
If you could be any kind of cereal, what would you be and why?
Cereal?
Yes.
Whew, that's a toughie. Well, I'm lactose intolerant, so I don't really know too many brands of cereal. But if I could be in cereal, I'd be Special K, cause I'm Special W.
Good answer. I like that right there. What would your college mates describe you as?
My college mates, they would say my word is everything. And in business, your word is all you got. So my colleagues, I feel like they would call me responsible, and they would call me urgent. They would call me just a great all-around guy, and they would love to do business with me. 'Cause that's just me.
And what motivates you to do things you do?
What motivates me? My family. My family gives me a lot of motivation. I see where they're at, and I see where we could be. And I do my hardest to help get them where we can go. And I'm very competitive. I have a lot of friends that are doing well things, so I like to compete with them. Their way, we all could enjoy ourselves. And I also have a lot of goals and ambition that I want to reach and I've set. So in order for me to reach those goals and ambitions, I have to be motivated.
What do you feel is more important, superior quality or superior customer service?
That's a tough question. They both go so hand in hand. Cause with superior quality, you can have the best of stuff, but you said superior quality, and what was the other one?
Superior customer service.
Superior customer service, exactly. Well, you can have the best product, but the worst customer service and never sell your product. So even though they go hand in hand, I have to say customer service is more important. Why? Because if you have customer service, you're able to communicate with your customers and give them exactly what they want, no matter what your product is. And if people can adapt to you and really, be able to connect and build a rapport with you, then you'll always have that customer. So customer service is very important. So even though they run hand in hand, I put it a little bit above.
Tell me about a specific situation where you prevented a problem before it occurred.
A specific situation where I prevented a problem before it occurred. Okay. Well, we had a group project once, and it was due at the end of the semester. But our teacher didn't give us very much duration. He just gave us the product and said it's due then. So I'm like, there's no way we're gonna finish this on time if we don't set dates and really sit down and get down to the nitty gritty and do this on time, on a timely schedule. That way we can knock everything out and not wait till the last minute. So I stepped in the head of the group and I set those dates, and we reached those dates, and we got an A on that project.
Good job, Mr. Malone. How do you handle conflicts?
Conflicts? Oh, well, I'm kind of a laid back person. I don't go into situations looking for conflicts. So when people bring conflicts to me, my first thing I try to do is calm that situation out and see where the conflict really exists. And once you get deep into where the conflict exists, then you can really break down that subject matter and really solve that issue.
Tell me about a situation where you had to pull a team together successfully.
Pull a team together successfully. Well, I have to go back to another class that I took at Tuskegee University. We had to create a logistics, a 4PL, and we had to pick our own groups. So, people pick who they choose to pick, and I had my group. So I had to pull this team together, and we had to create a bond and really understand how we were gonna do this project. And once we created that bond, we did well on the project. So I had to bring us all together and really introduce ourselves, and it worked out well.
What has been your greatest accomplishment at work?
I haven't had too many work experiences. I just graduated. But my greatest accomplishment was graduating from Tuskegee with the degree that I did, because where I come from, a lot of people don't do that.
What gives you pride?
My name. My name gives me pride in everything, because the people who have carried my name before me were very prideful in their name, and they did great things, and I feel as if I'm going to do great things as well.
Awesome answer, Ms. Malone. Awesome answer. Well, I really enjoyed talking to you today. I really enjoyed These are all great answers. My last question is, what sets you apart from all the other candidates, and what can you bring to the table to separate yourself?
Not only do I know logistics like my backhand, I'm the best people person in the world. It's nobody I can't connect with. And when you build connections and build rapport, you build business and you build wealth. So I feel like I set myself apart because I'm not scared to go get the things that I want. And when I go get them, I'm successfully getting them. And I do it in the right manner.
Well, Mr. Malone, I feel like I was able to get to know you a little through this question. It was a pleasure to chance to speak to you, and we'll get in touch with you soon. Do you have any other questions for me?
When do I start?
Ha! Well, we are definitely impressed with your interview, so we will get in contact with you as soon as we reach a decision. Thanks for considering the Business Logistics Center
Thank you for
as a future career choice.
considering me as an employee.
You have a nice day, sir.
You too as well.